A crisp, satisfying snap. A mirror-like finish that catches the light. Today, we are crafting step-shaped candies that bridge the gap between home kitchen and professional chocolatier. Achieving this level of perfection requires more than just ingredients. It demands a disciplined approach to temperature and technique. Before we touch a single piece of chocolate, we must assemble the right foundation. You will need 500 grams of high-quality couverture chocolate, a digital thermometer to track every degree of change, a heat-proof bowl, and a sturdy saucepan. For the molding process, have your silicone or polycarbonate step mold ready, along with an offset spatula for leveling and a bench scraper for clean edges. Every tool on your workspace must be ready and accounted for. This is not just about cooking, it is about precision engineering on a miniature scale. With the equipment laid out and the workspace clear, we are ready to begin the transformation. The path to a perfect, glossy shine starts here. Precision begins with the physical state of the chocolate itself. Take your 500 grams and begin chopping. The goal is uniformity. Use a sharp, heavy blade to break the blocks into small, equal pieces. If the fragments vary too much in size, they will melt unevenly, creating hot spots that can ruin the delicate structure. Take your time with this. Every piece should be roughly the same size to ensure a smooth, consistent melt. While you work, check your tools one last time. This is the most critical rule: absolute dryness. Even a single drop of water or the smallest trace of steam will cause the chocolate to seize instantly. It will turn from a smooth, flowing liquid into a grainy, unusable paste that cannot be salvaged. Once the chocolate is chopped into uniform shards and your equipment is verified as dry, the foundation is set. Now, we begin the actual transformation. Weigh out 375 grams of your chopped chocolate and place it into your heat-proof bowl. Reserve the remaining 125 grams. We will need those later for the seeding process. Set your bowl over a saucepan of simmering water. The water should be steaming, not boiling aggressively, as we want to introduce heat slowly and evenly. As the chocolate begins to soften, use your spatula to stir it. Do not walk away. This is the stage where patience dictates the outcome. Keep your digital thermometer submerged in the chocolate, watching the numbers climb. You are looking for a target range of 45 to 50 degrees Celsius. If the temperature rises too quickly, lift the bowl off the steam immediately. If it stalls, adjust the heat under the saucepan. The chocolate should become a smooth, glossy pool, free of any stubborn lumps. Every degree counts. If you exceed 50 degrees, you risk burning the cocoa solids. Maintain constant vigilance, stirring to distribute the heat, until the thermometer reads 45 to 50. Once you hit the mark, lift the bowl away from the heat. The first phase is complete, and the chocolate is now fully melted, primed, and ready for the cooling stage. With the bowl removed from the heat, the real work of stabilization begins. Take your reserved 125 grams of solid chocolate and drop them into the molten pool. This is the seed. These solid pieces act as a catalyst, forcing the liquid chocolate to align its internal structure. Stir constantly. Do not stop. As you move the spatula, you are doing two things at once: distributing the cool chocolate to lower the temperature, and creating friction that encourages the formation of stable cocoa butter crystals. The texture will begin to change under your hand. It will thicken, moving from a thin, fluid state to something more viscous and velvety. Watch your thermometer closely. The temperature must drop steadily to 27 or 28 degrees Celsius. If you stop stirring, the cooling will become uneven, leading to streaks or clumps. Keep the motion rhythmic and firm. Feel the resistance of the chocolate against the spatula as it cools. This is a delicate balance. You are looking for the exact moment. It is a race against the ambient temperature of the room. If the mixture cools too slowly, the crystals will not form correctly. If it cools too fast, it will seize. Once the thermometer confirms you have reached 27 to 28 degrees, the foundation for a professional, glossy snap is finally established. Now that you have reached the 27-degree threshold, the chocolate is stable but too thick to pour. We must bring it back to the working temperature. Place the bowl back over the simmering water, but only for a few seconds. This is a high-stakes moment. You are aiming for a precise window of 31 to 32 degrees Celsius. Keep the bowl moving, lifting it on and off the steam to prevent any localized overheating. If you overshoot 32 degrees, you will melt the crystals you just worked so hard to create. Watch the thermometer like a hawk. Once the needle hits 31 degrees, pull the bowl away immediately. The residual heat in the bowl will carry it the rest of the way. If you are adding flavor, do it now. Use only oil-based extracts. Stir them in with a clean, dry spatula until the scent is fully integrated. Never use water-based liquids, as even a single drop will cause the chocolate to seize instantly. Test the viscosity by lifting your spatula. The chocolate should flow in a smooth, continuous ribbon. It is now perfectly tempered, holding the ideal crystal structure for a professional, mirror-like finish. The chemical transformation is complete. The chocolate is fluid, stable, and ready for the mold. Move quickly, as the temperature will continue to drop. Your window of opportunity is open. With the chocolate at the perfect working temperature, turn your attention to the mold. It must be polished to a mirror finish. Take a clean microfiber cloth and buff every cavity until the surface gleams under the light. Any smudge or speck of dust will transfer directly onto the finished candy. Once the mold is pristine, hold it steady on your workspace. Lift the bowl of tempered chocolate and begin the pour. Aim for the center of each step cavity, letting the liquid flow outward to fill the corners. Do not rush. The goal is to fill each section until the chocolate is slightly over the rim, creating a small, rounded dome above the mold surface. Now, take your offset spatula. This is the moment that defines the professional look of your work. Place the blade flat against the edge of the mold. In one smooth, continuous motion, pull the spatula across the top. Do not lift the blade or hesitate. You are shearing off the excess chocolate, leaving a perfectly flat, level back for your steps. Keep your hand steady. The precision of this single movement determines the final quality of the piece. The mold is now filled, but the work is far from finished. Beneath that smooth surface, trapped air bubbles threaten to mar the final result. Pick up the mold with both hands, holding it firmly by the edges. Tap it against the counter with a sharp, rhythmic motion. You are not just bumping it, you are creating a controlled vibration that forces air to migrate upward. Watch the surface closely. Tiny, dark pinpricks will appear as the bubbles break. Keep tapping until the surface is completely clear and no more air rises. Now, address the structural integrity of the steps. The sharp, deep corners of the mold are notoriously difficult to fill through gravity alone. Take a small piping bag and fill it with the remaining tempered chocolate. Twist the end of the bag to create tension. Carefully insert the tip into the deepest, most acute angles. Squeeze with steady, measured pressure, forcing the chocolate into the tightest crevices. You are ensuring that every corner is packed solid. The goal is a perfect, dense cast. Once the corners are reinforced and the surface is free of air, inspect the mold one last time. Your mold is now fully prepared. With the mold fully prepared, place it on a perfectly level surface in a cool, dry area. Stability is key. Any vibration during the initial stage of cooling can cause the chocolate to set unevenly. Now, patience becomes your most important tool. Let the mold sit undisturbed for at least 30 minutes. As the cocoa butter crystals lock into their stable form, you will notice a subtle physical change. The chocolate will begin to contract, pulling away from the edges of the mold cavities. This is the indicator you have been waiting for. It signals that the tempering was successful and the structure is solid. If the surface still looks dull or clings tightly to the sides, it needs more time to crystallize. Do not force it. When the edges have clearly separated, it is time for the final reveal. Turn the mold over, holding it just an inch above your workspace. Give it a firm, decisive tap against the counter. The candies should release instantly, sliding out of the cavities with a crisp sound. Turn them over to inspect the finish. You are looking for a surface so smooth, it reflects light like a mirror. If you have followed the temperature curves and the cooling process correctly, each step will be sharp, glossy, and structurally sound. The work is finished, and the result is a perfect, snap-ready gift.